Wednesday, everyone. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's Daily Fix, Blizzard just removed the one feature that justified Overwatch 2's existence. Two recently released games are tearing up the sales charts. I bet you can't guess what they are, and everything you need to know about E6, the all-new top-of-the-line esports gaming campus at Six Flags Fiesta, powered by Coca-Cola. I know this news dropped yesterday, but I still have not wrapped my head around the fact that Overwatch 2's PvE Hero mode was cancelled. On a Twitch stream detailing Overwatch 2's content roadmap, executive producer Jared Noose announced the cancellation and why the PvE content was cut. Development on the PvE experience has not really made the progress we have hoped. The team has created a bunch of amazing content, so there's awesome missions that are really exciting. But unfortunately, the effort required to pull all of that together into a Blizzard quality experience that we can ship to you is huge, and there really is no end in sight or defined kind of end date where we can put that out into the world. Noose went on to say, with everything we have learned about what it takes to operate this game at the level you deserve, it's clear that we can't deliver on that original vision for PvE that was shown in 2019. Overwatch will still have some form of PvE starting in Season 6, but this will be through story missions, like previous Overwatch 1 events, and not a campaign like we were originally promised. There will also no longer be a hero mode with talent trees with long-term power progression. So we're getting the PvE update, but at a microscopic level compared to what was actually advertised and promised to us as players. So what the actual fuck, Blizzard? I was a huge fan of Overwatch 1 and sunk tons of hours into that game. When Overwatch 2 was announced, I really didn't understand the reason for a sequel, but I thought, oh, a PvE campaign? That's actually worth the sequel release since that will all be free to play. Now, I genuinely don't get the point to Overwatch 2. It was all basically just one big graphical update and a swap over to a free-to-play format with a battle pass and overpriced cosmetics. The Overwatch community was already on edge with the lack of good content updates, but this was the icing on the cake. We were told to be patient that PvE's campaign was coming season after season. In January this year, Overwatch 2 game director Aaron Keller said the co-op campaign would be rolled out this year. That was just 4 to 5 months ago. Now Blizzard has pulled the rug from under their dedicated players and trusting fans who believed them that this was on its way. I don't care that Overwatch 2 went free to play or has a battle pass. Yeah, I think the battle pass and cosmetic system could be redone to be a little more consumer friendly. Like, the idea of locking new heroes behind the battle pass is scummy. But honestly, at the end of the day, I don't mind that. What I and many, many other players mind is the fact that we were promised one thing and not given truthful updates on what was happening and what was actually coming. Communication is so important with live service games, and Overwatch 2 has been failing miserably. In the tweet with the announcement of Overwatch 2's roadmap, you can see a lot of players stating that this was the final nail in the coffin and that they would be uninstalling the game. You can make your game free to play, but you can't make people want to play your free game if you can't give players what you said you'd give them. Switching gears, we finally have an answer for the question I know you've all been wondering. What was the best-selling game in April 2023? And the answer is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The game managed to outsell every other game in April despite only being on the market for 2 days of that month. According to Circana, formerly NPD, Jedi Survivor beat other new titles such as Dead Island 2, Minecraft Legends, and PGA Tour to become April's best-selling title and the 4th best-selling game of 2023 so far. EA actually hasn't released the specific sales numbers for Jedi Survivor, but we can trust Circana to be accurate with their information. The game is a sequel to 2019 Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and stars Cameron Monaghan as Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. If Monaghan looks familiar to you, you've probably seen him on Shameless and Gotham. I keep getting him confused with Will Poulter, who plays Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Anyway, we gave the game a 9, so congrats EA and Respawn. And speaking of sales numbers, the recently released Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has sold 10 million copies worldwide in just 3 days. Nintendo announced via Twitter that the game is the fastest-selling game in franchise history, and according to MarketWatch, it's already sold about a third of what its predecessor, Breath of the Wild, sold to date since 2017. That's about 30 million copies in 6 years. Tears of the Kingdom has earned near universal acclaim from fans and critics alike, scoring a perfect 10 out of 10 from our reviewer, Tom Marks. Esports has arrived at Six Flags, introducing E6, a top-of-the-line competitive gaming campus at Six Flags Fiesta in San Antonio, Texas, powered by Coca-Cola. You can catch intense 5v5 tournaments on the main stage or other large-scale gaming events in the 1,601-seat Zaragoza Theater. If you want to go hands-on and compete yourself, E6 guests of all skill levels can grab a seat at one of the top-of-the-line gaming stations, including custom-built Intel PCs with all the latest specs, like NVIDIA RTX 4080 graphics cards and G-Sync 280Hz monitors, and more. You can also grab a Pro controller at one of the next-gen console stations. Even better, if you want to share gameplay, E6 has a dedicated live streaming station with professional lighting, mics, and more. If you'd rather kick back and watch the action, check out the ultra-modern 52-seat lounge where you can charge your phone, sip a signature cocktail from the new bar menu, or shop for some gaming equipment in the retail space. Upstairs, there's the Coke VIP lounge where athletes can relax and watch live-streamed play from a full-service upscale environment. Basically, E6 is a gamer's paradise. Check it out for yourself at Six Flags Fiesta in San Antonio. How bummed are you about Overwatch 2 ditching PvE? You can be honest in the comments, but also keep it civil. Also, Sony has announced a new PlayStation showcase for next Wednesday. We'll definitely be reporting on all of the latest announcements from that event. I'm honestly just hoping for Spider-Man 2. Follow us on Snapchat and all of your socials, subscribe to us on YouTube, and for the latest gaming news, stay tuned to IGN.